and this week's muscle conditioning tip and pelvic floor safe tip is using the Swiss ball and the step. And what we're going to be doing with the step is use it for an elevated platform, so we're not going to be stepping up and down. So what you'll need to do is get yourself so that you're sitting behind the length of the step. If you're an instructor, just set people up so that they're quite some distance away to begin with, because they're going to walk their feet forward. So you're going to walk your feet forwards until you can put your feet up on the step and your head is supported by the ball. So head, neck and shoulders are on top of the ball. Now today we're working back, glutes and hamstrings. So we're going to do the classic bridging action that you normally see with the feet on the floor. The difference is the height that you'll be able to push yourself up against gravity. So you lift yourself up a little bit higher, and because you've got a narrow base of support, like you've got to get your feet on the step, it just adds that little bit of an increase of intensity because you're thinking, I don't want to fall off. Yep, so that's the goal. All right, so you're just lifting up and down. So this is what I call level 1, and this is pelvic floor safe. So great exercise, we like the bridge. Also, you want to keep the ball nice and still while you're performing this exercise. So you're going to go up and down. If you're an instructor and you're teaching a class, I usually do this for around about 2 blocks of music, so 64 counts, and it's not very fast, you're not bouncing up and down really quick. So then level 2 is to lift an alternating leg off the step. So lift up and come back down, lift up and come back down. And you're trying to do it with the least amount of wobble. Yep. So because you're on a step, you just try that so much harder than you would if you had your feet on the floor. Yep. So breathe out, breathe in. And you're trying to lift the hips up to the same height that you had it prior. You might notice that one side you feel a lot stronger than you do on the other. Okay, so we're performing this, and again, if you're an instructor, this I do for around about 2 blocks of music to give people adequate time to be able to get comfortable with this movement pattern. So then, third option, extend one leg out along the step and just lift the leg up and down. Now, what makes this exercise more challenging is that you are focusing on one side, and therefore you're going to get a lot more fatigue on one side and then more fatigue on the other when you switch legs. You're still trying to get the hips up as high as you can with creating as least amount of movement on the ball as possible. So you don't want the ball moving too much. You're really going to feel this in your lower back and your buttocks as well as your hamstrings. So I'm going to just switch legs to the other side. So again, if you're an instructor and you're doing this, you can do 1 block of music on one side, block of music on the other side. Then I sometimes come back and then repeat it. So there's not too long on one side because it can get a little, people's technique can start to fail considerably. So that's option 3. Option 4 is to do something similar, except now your leg is lifted off the step. So from a balance perspective, it increases the challenge, which means that your muscles have to fire so much harder. You get more recruitment because of the increased balance challenge. So from a strength training point of view, it's quite effective. Again, if you're an instructor, I usually do 1 block of music on one side, which is probably a maximum of 8 repetitions, and then repeat on the other side. So then I sometimes come back and repeat that again. So it just depends on the fitness level and the ability level of the clients in my class. So, quite a tough exercise. It's fantastic for glutes, hamstrings, lower back. It's pelvic floor safe, and it's intense. So the intensity is there. And if you're thinking of pelvic floor safe options, sometimes the biggest challenge is finding exercises that challenge you, that are not going to place risk on your pelvic floor. And that's this week's muscle conditioning tip.